Revolving Door of Pop Culture. Take one. We're back from the dead. I don't know what happened or how it happened, but we're back.
Hi. So, hey guys!
Hey!
Hey, how you doing?
We're not dead! We're not on Solo! Holy crap! Oh my god! Like,
Yeah.
Wow.
This wasn't the...
We were on some crazy adventures.
It wasn't like how everybody thinks podcasts go, where they last... Oh, they're going to last for a month, and then they die.
maybe like, yeah, you know, we're like maybe halfway dead.
Nah, we didn't end up like that. I don't think so.
No, it's fine.
But
We're chilling.
Before we fully get back into gear, we got to reintroduce ourselves.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Aaron Gresser. I'm the board operator. I run the board and edit. And it's going to feel kind of weird getting back into the swing of things with editing, but hey, here we go.
Well, my name is Brice Guskovict. I wasn't sure who was going to introduce themselves next because I feel it's normally one of the other co-hosts, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, it is.
But everybody looked at me, so I'm just going to go.
Yeah.
I'm Brice Guskovict. I am the resident music guy here, so those pretty nifty stingers and intro, outro, whatever it is we're doing now.
Oh, yeah.
That's me. You're welcome, because I'm awesome. I'm also like, you know... I'm really humble.
Yeah, really.
I'm the most consistent attender on this show. There's never been an episode made without me. Never been a bonus feature made without me. I am the glue. I am the glue that holds us together. So you're welcome.
Future Aaron, pull up a percentage of how many episodes it's been.
Ooh, that's gonna be.
Anyway. That's my cue, gang. Hey, I'm Charlie. I'm the social media manager. I haven't done an amazing job because no one knows we've been freaking dead for a few months, but guess what? We're so back. I also edit all of the highlights. I make the thumbnails for social medias and YouTubes and stuff. And I also edit the gameplay videos, which you can find on our YouTube channel if that's where you're watching this. Honestly, it's been weird to get back into the swing of these things because honestly, it feels like we've been half doing this, half not for a few months because we've just been casually recording a lot of gameplay stuff while we've been on this little weird hiatus or whatever we're calling it. So we've been doing stuff, but it doesn't feel like we've been doing this. But I'm really excited to be doing this again because Aaron and I were talking about it once where it's really weird to not have this certain conversational tone with the pods we've been having lately.
Yeah.
We've been kind of missing it, but we have one more co-host to introduce.
Yeah. Last but not least, I'm Shane Sygiel. I am.
What do you do?
Sports guy. I cover a lot of sports. And whenever we do fantasy, white.
This is a lame.
Welcome back. Woo! Oh. Hey, I'm here. I bring a lot of the energy. I have a consistency with showing up, unlike a certain co-host.
He's not a parrot pal, though. I don't know what to say about that.
You know what? He's got a point.
I win.
Thank you. And
thank you. What? That's the ultimate comeback. Is just like accepting what I'm giving to someone else.
Man, you put a gun in my throat. Thank you, Aaron. Holy crap! You murdered my son. Thanks.
You're welcome. No, I'm kidding. But no, I cover whenever we do like sports stuff, like whether it's like with fantasy football that we're currently doing right now, or March Madness or anything. I could keep posted updates on that, and I'm just news guy too.
News guy.
Yes, news.
What news section we have?
He's our weather guy.
True, I could cover weather.
No. I'm gonna veto that.
Bring back the weather.
As you can tell, the weather hasn't been here
go,
for
Shane?
months. Ever since we've been gone, there's been no weather. It has been one consistent temperature the whole time. Then Shane Sygiel waltzes back into our world, and all of a sudden there's rain again. Like I didn't know. Like,
hey,
ouch.
But anyway, as you can tell, we're a little sped right now, just in terms of like how we're actually tackling this. But before we jump into our actual topic of the day, which I'm sure you've seen, it's been a running gag between us for a while now. And actually, if we're going to talk about this,
can't wait.
We have to explain what the heck we've been doing. We're going to keep this short. We're going to keep this sweet. Basically, what happened is that around April, we kind of just stopped uploading and editing stuff for a bit because honestly, we just weren't having fun with what we were producing. Now, if you're listening to this without listening to some of the other stuff we've done, because that stuff will be uploaded before this comes, you'll kind of see it. While there are some highlights and some good stuff from the episodes that we did, it just didn't have the same passion as what we were doing. So we took a step back and said, you know what? Let's rework it. And honestly, we didn't want to keep making something if we weren't in love with it, if we weren't super passionate about it. And that's kind of just what happened. I don't really feel like I need to belabor any of like the super creative details of that because honestly, I think y'all are smart. Y'all get that. And I hope that what y'all see in the next...
I hope that y'all knew. Y'all knew what happened.
Yeah.
What happened is that the Avatar episode was so good we peaked. We're just kidding. The point is that we took a couple months. We're going to do some new stuff. We're going to have some different sections. We're not going to just come about one thing for a whole podcast now. It's going to be a bit more of a revolving door, title joke, of stuff that we're doing now.
Subtle reference to a previous radio show.
Right? But anyway, you're not going to see it super much in this specific episode, but as we keep going down the line, you're going to see it more and more, and it's going to feel more like a more like kind of like produced package that still kind of feels like it has our flair, if that makes sense. So if anyone else has anything else they want to add, feel free.
I think we just took this summer just to because a lot of us were busy throughout the summer. I mean, me personally, I had my internship at a Grand Rapids news company, and I was busy with that. And I was back on in campus housing, so I didn't go home that much, and just been very busy with that. But I still got to learn a lot.
Not even for someone's grad party.
Yeah.
Busy. That's a story for another day. Excuse me, but anyways.
Tearing open an old wound. Oh, you better hope that Holland is far enough, Shane. You better hope. I'm on my way, boy.
Right. Good luck finding me.
Oh, it's not that hard when you dox yourself every time you introduce yourself. Anyways,
there's only so many buildings in Holland. He'll just burst through them all.
Burst through all of them.
Where is Omni-Man? Where is Shane Sygiel? Where is he? Where is he?
You're breaking in Kool-Aid Man style?
I'm breaking in like Batman in the Dark Knight. Where is he?
I'm excited for this new era of the pod.
Oh yeah.
I've just been traveling a lot, man. I'm out of town probably more than I'm in town. I've been all over the country doing competitions, church events, and ministry opportunities.
Jack it off.
College. No.
That
no,
too.
no. My name will not be slandered. My attendance record will not be slandered. Yes. So, yeah. And, as of recording this, I've got 2 more trips coming up for the next 2 weekends, too.
Oh, my God. Thank God we record these on Mondays now. We have a shot at getting him. Jesus Christ.
The big reboot. I'm going away.
Screw off. I'm totally committed to this podcast, guys. I'm not staying anymore.
I'm all the way in California.
I am in Antarctica. I'm in New Zealand. Antarctica.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I guess since we're all going around the room here, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this word. A job kicked in, and yeah, that was kind of fun. But I'm glad we're restructuring it. I'm very glad we have segments now. It's not just one big thing. Because let me tell you, some of those tier lists. Some of those 2-hour tier lists, they kind of make me not a happy boy.
Can you provide an example?
Can you provide an example, he says.
He loved the Disney Parks episode. He loved it.
I mean, part of it was pretty good. I forgot that I had that just completely delusional segment about trying to find that Disney ride with the submarine. I still can't find it.
It's Journey. It's Journey. It's this. You're thinking of submarine ride from Disneyland. You're conflating the two. You think you went on it, but you didn't.
We went on it. I swear to God. I swear to God.
No.
Oh my gosh, there's so much going on.
Well, anyways, I'm glad we're back. I'm glad we're getting back into the swing of things. I've missed
We're
this.
so back.
I missed this dynamic. I missed the insanity.
Miss the parrot pals.
I missed the parrot pals.
The parrot pals.
On that one.
My old friend from middle school putting his dead parrot in the trash brought us all together. This is what I've missed. Welcome back. Baby, here we go.
Well, we went round table. We went full discussion. Now, but ladies and gentlemen, before we jump into Home on the Range, we have we had an episode that we did back in season 1.
Yes.
That we really liked. It's called The Price is Right Gone Wrong, where Shane, Aaron, and I sat down and found the dumbest eBay listings you can imagine, tried to guess the price of them. So, before we jump into Home on the Range, Aaron is going to find an item that is the dumbest thing he can think of right now within like a minute, and we're going to see if we can guess the price of it.
The revolving door of pop culture.
So... Oh, this
I'm
is
scared of whatever you found.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So, okay. This does come from Australia. Do we want the Australia price or the US price? US price.
I want the USD.
USD. Okay. Okay. So, up for bid is a rare 1960s Addams Family solid dental plaster lamp head creepy cool. And the first picture looks like this.
Wait.
It looks like this, man.
Oh my god!
It looks like a.
What have you been doing?
It looks like a bong.
You put a light bulb in his mouth, and apparently it just works.
Yeah, nope. Yep. That. Yeah.
So yeah.
I did the musical.
So how much we feeling?
All right. It looks
$2.97.
It looks rare. What'd you say? $542.97?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. I'm gonna say a cool $350.
$350. Ooh, you see, I'm gonna go with $275.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, Shane, you came very close, but you were all over. It's $265.92.
I'll take that.
Aaron has a point, but now that we've gotten that settled, let's get into our main topic.
The revolving door of pop culture.
Guys, we went on the range for this one. A certain home we visited. Now, for context, Aaron and I have been joshing around this idea for a while. That what if we did an episode about Home on the Range?
Wait, Home on the Range?
Mainly because it is one of
Home Alone.
Brice Guskovict.
He was a funny guy.
You're kidding, right? This is a joke. This is
Brice, you can play the fifth.
The revolving door rebrand watches the wrong movie.
Nah, he's messing with us.
Movie.
Can we have that in the Home Alone font? Wrong movie.
No, I am kidding. I did watch the right movie. For a minute, I thought I watched the wrong movie.
Okay.
Because for some reason, when I was driving here, I read that Aaron's username is Boog from Open Season.
Yeah.
And I thought we were supposed to watch Open Season, so I had a heart attack on the car here, and then I realized it was Home on the Range.
No, that was Aaron and I's special gameplay episode.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That was fun. That was fun.
I don't know exactly where to like pinpoint the origin of the obsession of this film. Obsession. I use that very loosely, but I think it comes from. All right, so we're gonna go here. Caillou gets grounded.
Of course. Somehow everything revolves around Caillou.
So
Can you remind me of Caillou?
Absolutely not.
So there was at some point there was some video. It might still be out there. I don't know, but it was like Caillou gets grounded for pirating Home on the Range or something, and it was like just this awful video. Like, not to say that there isn't bad Caillou gets grounded videos. There are some of our friends in our friend group that are obsessed with a certain one, Samster Samster, apparently, he's making the best ones. He's just, he's the guy who gets grounded factory.
They make it the godfather of the art form.
Gold standard. He's the gold standard. So I saw that, and I just had that movie in the back of my head. So I just said, you know what? Home on the Range. Let's go. And here we are.
Every time we let Aaron pick the movie we talk about, we regret it. Garfield 2, Home on the Range.
That was really bad.
No, that one, that one was surely a Tale of Two Kitties.
An episode I forgot to edit, just like how I forgot it existed.
It was a good episode, though. But
yeah, it was pretty good.
It was fun.
But anyway, with all that said, guys, we're not doing quick synopsis anymore. It's dead.
It's dead.
It's gone.
Again.
It's buried.
Round
it's actually dead this time. We're not Jason Voorheesing it. We're like, it's gonna magically come up from the grave. No. It's actually dead this time. It's like.
Are you sure?
Good.
So instead,
doesn't fit the format. Bye.
So instead, we're just gonna jump into what we want to talk about. We're gonna probably go totally out of order in terms of plot, totally out of order in terms of bull crap. We're just gonna go for it, and we're just gonna see what happens. So, I took some notes here.
Yeah.
On some shenanigans that I noticed, and I think one of the big ones that I noticed. We'll start with the villain first because I gotta talk about whatever I forgot his name already. Like freaking.
They're all so forgettable. It's like the only one I really remember is Roseanne Cow. It's like
that's the only one I was about to say. Maggie Roseanne Cow.
Wait, it didn't.
Yeah, you're right, Shane. It's like Weight Watchers Warrior.
Wait, I'm gonna find
Alabaster Slim or something.
Sylvester the Cat Slim, whatever.
Sylvester.
Oh,
here it is. Yeah. Okay, Alameda Slim.
I was close.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
Alameda
wasn't Slim,
but that's
and he's
fine.
like, he looks like that.
Yeah,
he looks like just like. I'm trying to figure out what the best point of reference was for his character.
Kind of like a bigger version of Yosemite Sam.
I want to say he looks like Wayne Knight if he touched more kids. Like that's where my heart is going to right now. But it's like,
I mean, he is going to be in the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
I did want to ask because you're the Disney nut.
That is me.
So
it's true.
A lot of the characters remind me so much of Goofy movie. Did any of the character designers from that work on this, or was this completely separate?
I'm not sure. All I remember because I did not give myself enough time to deep dive Home on the Range history. I would do it, guys. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I would do it. I just forgot. But I watched the movie today, and this is 6 hours later. But the point is that this movie has been trying to get made from a timeline perspective since the Disney Renaissance. And for those of you who don't know your Disney history, that's the early 1990s to the late to the 2000s. So that kind of decade. And it was made by, if I remember correctly, it was pitched originally by the director of Pocahontas. And for those of y'all who watch Pocahontas, that's bad. So the point is that was kind of his baby. And then along the decade, it finally was kind of getting workshopped around.
So I'm still looking at it. And the director of it was directors were Will Finn and John Sanford.
Yeah. So what happened is that, from what I understand, it was originally going to be a lot darker. There's originally going to be some sort of Pied Piper callback in there, which obviously makes sense when you see the villain. And we'll get back to the villain in a second. But originally, it was supposed to be more of a ghost story. Characters were more supposed to die. And then they replaced everything with some sort of really weird, strangely silly kind of movie.
Villain.
And to get back to Alameda Slim or whatever his name is, I'll give him this.
Or Alameda.
He yodels a good tune. I'll give him that. The sequence where he actually hypnotizes all the cows, that was probably the best part of the movie. That was cool. Cool animation tricks. I enjoyed that. Kidder friendlier version of Dumbo getting drunk and or high, whatever happened in that crazy water sequence.
Dumbo.
Dumbo,
I forgot. Oh no, that's Pinocchio.
No, it's Dumbo. He also got drunk or some sort of thing happened in that movie. Something goofy happened in that water, man. You're telling me you watched Dumbo? You don't think he actually had a little bit of the hard cider before he went to bed? You're tripping, man.
Honestly, I could use some hard cider right now.
He had the Triple X jug.
Dude, give me a pint of it. Give me a full-on keg of whatever Dumbo's having.
Ah, yes, the Home on the Range keg.
Yes, home of the keg.
for whatever reason, this movie reminded me of Beauty and the Beast. For whatever reason, I just kept on thinking Beauty and the Beast. I have no understanding or explanation as to why. And then there was the one scene where the guy, I can't think of what scene it was, but like, they were fighting and the guy got bit on the leg, and my mind got mentally flashbanged by in a wrestling match, nobody bites like Gaston. And I started hysterically laughing because of every YouTube clip I'd ever watched of that movie. It was about 2 hours worth of brain rot cycling through my mind. Like, I don't even know how fast, but it was a mental flashbang, and I actually coughed up a lung laughing.
Nice.
It was weird because I had that same feeling too, because like I was watching the movie and I was like, originally I was like, this is just bad Toy Story. Like with the way the characters are set up, where I'm looking like Maggie's the new cow and Buzz is the new toy, and oh my god, she's messing up the fur.
My!
But like, then the problem is that you remember that they didn't actually give us enough time with the farm to establish what she's actually messing up. Besides, like, haha, I fed the pigs, yuck. Like,
right.
But anyway, back to Slim, because we keep not talking about the villain, and maybe that's indicative because he's a little forgettable. I mean, like, he's not great. Like, he yodels a good tune. He had like one good scene. He had that one scene that turned into a meme about yodeling. Y'all know the one.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like that's like the most memorable bit, but mainly just because I think the villain, like to be fair, I don't think that song sucks. It's that it just isn't nearly as good as everything else, and
it's just not memorable.
I mean, I remember the scene. I don't remember the song. I remember he yodels. That's all I got. It feels like the southern version of Turk from Tarzan goes where it's like you're a
Scatman John.
It might be Scatman John.
Home on the Range featuring Scatman John, where he scats aggressively at Roseanne and she gets hypnotized. I watched that movie.
Oh yeah,
but I don't know, man. Like he was a stinky villain. I don't like him.
He was a villain, all right.
Speaking of villains, Charlie,
yeah. No, you go.
I was slightly gonna shift it a little bit. I was just gonna say, what was the plot twist? Like, what were they trying to do there? They didn't establish anything for it. I also accidentally spoiled it for myself about 2 minutes before it happened because I was trying to look up something about the cast and I was trying to see who played, what was his name, Nico or whatever.
Oh, and Rico, yeah.
Rico, that's it. So I'm looking it up and I'm trying to read about it, and all of a sudden I see and works as the assistant to Alabaster Slim, and I'm like,
Alabaster? What?
Alabaster Slim.
Can
we just call him a la mode Slim?
Slim Jim. So I'm scrolling, reading about Slim Jim, and or I'm trying to read about Rico, and then all of a sudden I see that he works as Slim Jim's assistant, and I'm like, oh, I wonder how they're gonna set this up. Oh,
they set this up. He's gonna be promoted from this.
The character had 4 lines in the movie, none of which hinted towards anything other than that he looked ominous.
Rico, you've been promoted to assistant.
You take off the guy's mask, just a freaking penguin.
Yeah, it's just Rico,
the
penguin.
He doesn't talk much just because he's a penguin.
Yeah,
I believe that's a better reason than the one they gave, because you're right. Like, he's just a goofy freaking mercenary Clint Eastwood type, and that's all he kind of has got. Like, it just feels like this movie's got just so many random, like, and this character's this type of character, and that's all you get.
And this man's here.
Like, I don't know anything about Rico. I know he's a bounty hunter. I know he's a penguin. Like, that's all I got, man. It's like, and then he's a villain.
I was about to say what they kind of had in the slight defense. I wouldn't call this a proper setup for a plot twist villain like that. Is when he rides in, he's super ominous, and like he was mean to his horse, so he had to get another horse, and like that was visible that he's like mean to animals, which I guess you could say Slim Jim does too. But at the same time, it's like he could just be some mean, silent guy. There's nothing indicating that like he's a bounty hunter. Of course he's doing it for the money. Like, that's not a good enough motivation.
Wait.
It's not a good enough motivation.
Yeah, and also it's like, even to your argument, it's like half the cast is mean to animals anyway. Like, the goat is mean to animals.
He's a goat.
Cows are mean to whatever the one big show cow that walks in whose name I already.
Maggie Roseanne cow.
Roseanne cow.
Rosanna Cow.
That's all anyone ever refers to her as, just Roseanne Cow. But I don't know. It's a real stinky kind of. The only part of the villains that actually did kind of make me laugh is like the guy in the purple suit who isn't the purple guy. I know, Shane, you're thinking about
William Afton from Five Nights at Freddy's.
No, we're stopping that now. I'm forgetting who he was played by, but I know it was like someone.
Matthew Lillard.
Was it Steve Buscemi?
Yeah.
Is who I'm thinking of? Yeah, it was Steve Buscemi who just randomly shows up and he's like, "Yo, I'm in a purple suit. Give me some money." And it's like, okay. He's here.
I also love Patrick Warburton appearing.
Yeah, that's right. Patrick Warburton shows up like as a horse.
He had like also 5 lines in the weirdest cameo appearance ever.
Yeah, this era of Disney did that a lot. They'll just have random actors show up who have no business being here for like 5 lines. It's like, how did they get you?
And there was zero plot point that horse introduced. It was filler, if anything. The movie it was just over an hour.
It was a short movie, and I think that's like where a lot of my flaws come from it, is that it felt like either if it was a rush production or like no budget was on it, which makes sense because Disney's 2D features were on the way out when this thing was getting made, so probably didn't have the budget that some of this other stuff had. But like, it was one of those things where I'm sitting there and I'm like, dang, we just casually started the whole movie at minute 13. And it just felt like in every sequence, it was like, we just don't get a chance to breathe. Like I go back to the farm sequence because that's the bit where I'm going to go to the Toy Story comparison, because I think this movie was really trying to be like Toy Story, but the farm closed down. But like, I'm sitting
closing
there
down the farm. No.
Disney needs to stop with these woke remakes. They've ruined George Orwell's Animal Farm.
George Orwell's Animal Farm.
Man, I can't. The Daily Wire is going in interesting directions nowadays. But like,
I absolutely, for the sake of the argument, let's just say I cannot stand this woke remake of George Orwell's book Animal Farm. The pigs are supposed to be the bad guys. They are not supposed to be these lovable little creatures.
Just imagine it's a hardcover book with a PNG of Maggie just on the front.
That would be funny.
Animal Farm with her doing like the like kind of thing. Oh my
Comic
god!
Sans text.
Animal Farm, lowercase. There's a hyphen in between animal and farm, like Spider-Man for some reason. We don't know why it's there, but it's there. Not written by George Orwell. It's not written by George Orwell anymore. It's written by Michael Crichton. We don't know why it's here. Forward by Jason Sudeikis, because why not? But like, anyway.
Revised by M. Night Shyamalan.
But it does just feel like this movie is just being a poor man's Toy Story, because to do the play-by-play, we have Maggie show up. She goes to the farm. She's automatically the new farm. She challenges Mrs. C, the old cow, who's this version
who's British
is Woody. Sure, why not? Where'd she come from? I don't know, man. But don't worry about it. But like,
she came from Wendy's.
I thought she'd be going there, bro.
I was about to say she was looking mighty square for most of this movie, but anyway,
square.
But the point is that like we have this bit where like, oh man, Maggie's challenging the old cow's authority. I wonder if they'll get along, and then like we rush basically to them going on an adventure and learning to like each other instead of like having them be in the situation. It feels like so much of this movie is like, she shows up, the farm's getting closed down, and there's like nothing in between. There's just general hijinks. And it's like, you do that because they're clearly trying to do a thing that Toy Story did where like you really care for the animals. Like you really care for Andy's room. But the problem is, if you were to watch Toy Story, but take out all the scenes of Buzz winning the other toys over that long extended period amount of time and all the montages and everything, and just jump to Woody pushing Buzz out of the room to Sid's, you would lose the movie, you know? Like, that's the point. And it feels like this movie just kind of rushed that, and that's annoying. Because it's like, you know what? Maybe Roseanne Cow's kind of hype. Like, we don't know. Like, what if? I've been wrong before, but, like, the movie doesn't want it to be hype. Instead, I have to watch British Cow McGee, Phoebe from Friends Cow. I don't think that's actually who voices her, but that's what it feels like, man. It feels like it's Phoebe as a cow. And Roseanne Cow go on a wacky adventure, man.
At least they didn't speed.
What are you talking about? The amount of speeding tickets that I would have given these cows on that train, and like them just running around like crazy stuff. Like this movie is just filled with like nonsense
Just
inconsistencies
craziness.
like that. I think about the scene where they go into town at first, and Maggie is like freaking out by all the loud noises, and I'm like, Maggie, you're a show cow. You just bragged
down.
about being the town. Like, you know what this is. Why are you confused? You should be the one helping the other characters not be. You know? It's like, it's.
I feel this is like the Happy Madison coming out, where it's just like bright colors, and it's a very bright and colorful movie.
It's a wonderful animated movie.
Yeah,
That
like
makes-
animation, I have no issues with.
except for that one crappy shot of the CGI cows at the train state, or like the little hideout that I think about sometimes.
Yeah.
That was a pretty bad one.
But it just feels like, oh, pretty colors, and then it's over. It's like LSD, but I'm pretty sure LSD is more entertaining than this.
It's
So,
also a lot longer.
you know,
I'd love to watch this movie on LSD. That would be fun.
Okay, that's a unique experience.
home on the LSD.
LSD on the acid on the range.
Oh, on the LSD.
Where the deer and the 30-year-olds play.
Acid on the range.
Acid on the range. There you go.
So there was one scene. It was just a short little passing shot in particular that really stuck out to me because I was a little conflicted because part of me didn't like it, but it was really unique and it caught my eye. It was during the one song where the old lady is packing up all the things from the farm as she's getting ready because she thinks it's going to be foreclosed.
Yeah.
But the entire room and everything in it is 3D CGI'd except for her. She's 2D drawn in normally. And at first I was like, this is just because they didn't know like how to make this, if they were to change how she looked, it would switch the animation style of the entire movie and it wouldn't be good. So I was like, then why did they do so much 3D CGI to the room? But I was like, it's actually kind of cool for this one specific shot. It shows there's a massive depth to the room. And there's just this really interesting 2D character kind of placed slightly off center to the left. Even her chair is 3D, but she's 2D. And I was like, that is partially really obnoxious to look at, but also kind of really cool. And that's like the one scene I can remember in detail from this movie.
Okay.
Just that scene specifically.
Yes, because it caught my eye like that.
And that's one of the weird parts about this movie is that it very much feels like, and I'm saying this as a Treasure Planet defender. One day we need to do an episode about it because it's really underrated and great. This is a very specific moment in Disney history where they were playing a lot with 3D environments and 2D characters. And I think to this movie's credit, I think it mostly looks fine. There are a couple shots that I don't think look great at all. And that's the one shot where I talked about earlier when they go into Alameda Slim's cave hideout and the train comes in and you can just easily tell they're 3D cows. And again, I don't mind the cows being 3D. I think that most of the movie covers up very well and it looks fine. Sure. But it looks really bad. Like that was one of the few moments where I'm like, man, the budget I think for the most part was pretty well used for the animation. At this point, it really wasn't. That was stinky. But like, it's really a shame because I think to your point, Brice, this movie actually artistically has a lot of cool stuff going on. Mm-hmm. Most of the animation is very fluid and nice. Mm-hmm. Like there's the opening bit where like you see the rabbit that comes in later and he's moving like so fluidly and he looks great. It's just a shame this wastes on a character I don't care about. I'm like the horse is super expressive or whatever, like Buck or whatever his name was. Like there's a lot of moments where I think this movie genuinely visually looks incredible. Some of Disney's best 2D animation out there. It's a shame it's wasted on Roseanne Cow the musical.
Yeah. What I love, just one more quick thought on this is for their animation is it's got an intentionally vintage feel to it between how they shaded the 2D elements. And I think that's why it's reminded me of the Beauty and the Beast is the way that they shaded in everything, I feel is reminiscent of a classic like that. Yet at the same time, they're playing with this new 3D CGI, right? They're playing with all this new stuff while kind of mixing them together, which I think worked more than it didn't.
Yeah, and you still see the after effects of that kind of experimentation to this day. In future Disney/Disney related projects, you see stuff like X-Men 97, which is entirely 3D, fun fact. And there's a couple shots where in that show that don't look good, but it's like maybe two I can think of off the top of my head. But a lot of that show it's completely 3D, but because of the shading and because of the line work and because of the way it's shot, doesn't even feel 3D at all. It still looks like a 2D cartoon, but it's easier to make because it's 3D. A lot of this movie isn't inherently forgettable or not lost upon the animation industry. It's really a shame that a lot of these achievements were wasted on Roseanne Cow. It's just so unfortunate.
Yeah. Like I do like obviously it's technically impressive, and you can definitely I don't know what we've been talking about, but you can definitely see that Beauty and the Beastness coming over. It won't be Beauty and the Beast. That's sacred. This is Roseanne Cow.
Roseanne, even better.
Yeah. But yeah,
Lumiere wishes.
I said it earlier, but yeah, animation wise, I have no issues with it. It's they
it's so good.
It's bright, it's vibrant and colorful, and it has Roseanne home on the.
I mean, she's a colorful
Roseanne
character.
the goat.
Yeah, Roseanne the cow, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Roseanne in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
cow
there.
though.
Yeah.
But what was Aaron? We've been yapping at you for a while. Do you have any big thoughts about this movie you want to share with the class? Anything big we haven't talked about yet?
I mean, I kind of got all of my thoughts out. I mean, obviously, animation's great.
I've been looking at the cast
Happy
too.
Madison. The cast was surprising to me. Obviously, Roseanne Cow. Hi, if you're just joining us, Roseanne's in this movie. I mean, Steve. What did they do to get Steve Buscemi in this? What did they do? What did they pay him? What was that pitch meeting like? Hey, Steve Buscemi, you're a cool dude. How about a movie about cows and farm animals?
And being home on the range.
Yeah, it's held Home on the Range. What do you think?
I love there's just a list of just I'm looking at it just says like a bunch of additional voices, and then there's this kid. It's just Piggy number 3, Ross Simanteris or Simanteris. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
I'm also surprised that they got. What's up?
No, you go.
I was gonna say that they got Estelle Harris, George Costanza's mom, in this show.
That's right. I forgot they did.
Yeah, she plays Audrey.
No.
Who is she? Was she the farmer?
Let me
was
find it.
one of the girls in the saloon, whether it was the door woman
Was
or one
she?
of the 3.
No, she was one of the roosters. Or yeah.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I hear it now. I was because for a second there, I'm going Mrs. Potato Head.
I'm a rooster.
Which is probably why I was thinking the Toy Story comparisons, because that character sounded like Mrs. Potato Head. But
why are you always wearing that shirt, George? Put a different shirt on, because I like this shirt.
it's the summer. It's the summer of George Home on the Range. Don't you understand?
And then you guys have heard of Keaton Savage, right? Have you guys ever heard of him?
I have now.
What?
Yeah.
Now. What's,
yeah, well, like he has a very recognizable face to me. Like I've seen him in other like projects, but I can't like think of like what he's from. Like it doesn't list a lot, but like I can't think of any. But the ones that are obviously there's Tall Girl 2, which is the Britney. He was in the Britney show.
Okay.
Hoars, HOARS.
Okay.
The Candle, and then Home on the Range.
Wow, big lineup.
Yeah, what a movie lineup. Yeah, they got a lot of. Oh, they got Charles Dennis voiced Ringo or Rico.
What's your biggest movie you've ever been in? Home on the Range, Horror. yeah.
Are you trying to insult me? Oh no, they're 2 movies. Okay.
No, Home on the movie name. That's the actual movie name. You can look it up.
Very interesting dichotomy we got going on.
Yeah, it's very unique.
Home on the Range.
Home on the Range, Horror.
Home on the Range, Horror.
You know, if you say it less aggressively, I'd understand that's 2 movies. You don't get it.
Oh. Welcome
Oh
back.
my god.
The other, oddly enough, this kind of fits a transition. How about those awkwardly, overly sexualizing cows and bison? What was that?
Oh, dude. I was thinking about the first scene in the movie where Roseanne Cow's, yep, these udders, they're real. Stop staring. And I'm like, but they're in my face.
I heard
like,
that.
You're the one that's
we're off to
promoting
a
them.
start.
Yeah.
And then
You're the one that's promoting them.
And then, like, after that, we got to that scene with all the cattle, and like, just ignore them. And I'm like, oh, man. And then it kept on going, and I'm like, addressing them as dairy cows is a wild thing to start off with.
I was about to say, like, that's got to be some kind of slur. That's not okay.
And then at the very end, is like, and the Joker is a wild card from the Bison.
I was like, what does that mean?
I literally, like,
What do you
threw my hands in
mean?
my head and was like, what? Out loud. And then I see them dancing with Mrs. C, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I watching?
I was about to say, because earlier in the movie, the farmer refers to her animals as family, and I'm going, what kind of range is this in Alabama? Like, where are
What are
we?
you talking about over there?
How do we get a Mrs. in this?
Where's the man? Who is Mr.?
Where is it? You're a move, Disney.
Where's the bull?
Home on the Range 2, utter buffoonery.
Utter buffoonery.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da.
Utter nonsense. Oh man, this it was.
What?
Home on the Range 2. Whore.
Utterly
It's not even the word. It's the picture of the character from that one show. It's not Moral Oral, but it's another claymation show whose name is escaping me right now. Where it's the meme where it's like, "Show me your ears," and it's like, "Ah!"
Oh, yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Freaking to bring it all together, Disney CEO at the time this movie came out, Michael Eisner, worked on that show, which is a segue. But
Right.
yeah, I mean, this movie,
happen?
it's just because, listen, the way Michael Eisner's Disney history goes is the first half of his tenure, he was a hero. The second half of his tenure, he was like,
Fair enough.
So real.
You had to
Fair
die.
enough.
like, or you live long enough to become Michael Eisner. There really is no, like...
There is no between.
It's no worse way to go, man. He saved the company and he ruined it at the same time. But anyway,
Yep.
I don't know, man. I feel like, I feel like we put our starters in. I feel like we did great. I feel like we played some solid defense. I feel like we really tackled Home on the Range the best we could.
Zone defense
Definitely.
for Home on the Range.
This is perfect defense.
Now it's so hard when Alabaster Slim starts sneaking up on you and he extends on you. You got to play good zone D.
And that's what Patrick Mahomes does. That's what Patrick Mahomes does so well at Home on the Range.
Exactly.
I really didn't know Rico would enter the Alabaster Slim conversation. Roseanne, get him!
Maggie, get him! Who would
So
expect
beautiful.
the freaking Home on the Range Shannon Sharp crossover? Who would expect it?
Who had that on the bingo card?
Yo, when's
Lakers
Home on the Range
vibe.
coming to the NFL? When are we gonna see those cows go up against the Lions?
I mean, the crazy part is Disney still acknowledges them when they feel like it. They made an appearance in the Once Upon a Studio short where they referenced everything that studio had done. So it's not like Disney's scared of them. It's more just like the movie's bad and people didn't like it. So like they're like, welp, what are we gonna do? We'll make a plush.
The one thing
I don't know,
will
man.
say, Aaron, are you getting ready to say something?
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right.
So
So you know how ESPN has the Toy Story game?
Yes.
Home on the Range.
I think you know where I'm going with this.
Yes.
I want all the I would Home on the Range, the whole thing. The whole thing, Jerry.
The whole
thing.
9 yards.
The whole
Right.
It's the whole thing, Jerry. The whole Home of the Range.
And it's got to be like Southern teams. So
Oh sure.
like Cowboys.
It's gotta
or
be- it's
Texans
gotta be like-
or-
It's gonna be like Cowboys in Atlanta. I feel like that's the
Yeah, there you
ultimate home on
go.
that.
Yep.
Atlanta.
That's
maybe
a nice NFC showdown.
Miami. The Miami Dolphins could include them.
Ah, yes, my favorite farm, Miami.
It might be a meth farm.
Exactly.
It's a weed farm. That's what that is.
Yeah, when I think of the
Perfect
farms
logic.
in America, there's only one thing that pops in my mind: Miami. What a stupid freaking team suggestion! You have Dallas, Houston, Atlanta.
I would
all
have
of
taken
these
Cleveland before that, dude.
You have
Tennessee. Tennessee could also work.
Tennessee, you've got all of these Southern teams, and your ass is like, you know what? Those Miami Dolphins, they farm, you know.
They do.
Put the Giants in there.
Show me the lemon saw lunks.
There you go.
I don't know.
Stole my team.
I think when I picture like a home, I think when I picture a home on the range like telecast animated game,
Yeah.
I'm not picturing their good teams. I'm picturing it's like the Jets and like I don't know, man, the Jaguars.
Yeah.
Like just some.
Jets
the
and Jags.
Colts.
Ooh.
No, the Colts are okay right now.
Indiana Jones, dude.
Oh yeah, that's the new one they have to do. Indiana Jones game with the Colts. That's what they gotta do.
Yes.
So what I was gonna say is, I honestly, this might be a hot take, but I think the whole Echo Mine scene, it was a good scene and it had good animation, except for the one part. But I think it would have made a pretty cool Disney ride. At least until they just had the Dwarves Mine ride now. But I mean, just overall,
Yeah.
it was like
Home on the range.
But I'm looking
ready.
Echo Mine, Home on the Range. The story in the queue is you're running from, or you're trying to turn in Alabaster Slim before Rico catches him. So
Alabaster Slim
you're-
Jim.
Yeah, you're running and you're in a cart and you see a bunch of animals, and then it comes to a point where it gets dead and not dead, but like dead silent and just dark. And then all of a sudden all that TNT like starts lighting up. So you're trying to like escape. Remember that?
Oh,
one part?
yeah.
That would be a
Oh yeah,
cool
the
thing.
Yeah.
Dinamite.
That would be a pretty cool thing, I thought.
That would, I mean, you know,
I can see
and that's the fun, and that's the weird part of this movie is that there's parts of it where visually I think it actually does have stuff going on. Like the TNT bit, I love the way that's animated. And I think the bit of the movie, the reason why I also think this is kind of like a weird amalgamation of every Disney movie is that we get the minecart sequence and we get those two weird shots where it's clearly CGI and the characters going up and down. It just felt like a poor man's Aladdin in that regard during the sequence during the Cave of Wonders, where even though technically, yes, the Cave of Wonders CGI aged way worse than this, what's weird about it to me is that we don't see the character's face during those POV shots. We just see like the thing. It feels like I'm going through like one of those like roller coaster rides you go on Chuck E. Cheese where they show you the virtual roller coaster that you're on. But I'm watching it as a movie. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, I know it's a very specific reference, but those of y'all might get it.
Are you talking about like VR?
No,
Yeah, you know.
no, it's not even VR. It's like you
Oh.
sit in like a pretty much a rocking chair that just
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's just like
Yeah.
it's like
It's
very loud.
it's a Chuck E. Cheese ride.
Yeah. I was more thinking of
Yeah.
Zap Zone VR, where it was like
Yeah.
No.
a video of a roller coaster ride.
Those are even better than the freaking stupid ones.
Not the one at Zap Zone.
I've done the one at
No.
Zapzone.
Did you do the one where it's that coaster and it ends with like a very blatant advertisement for the Blue Man Group?
Yes.
What?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
What?
And it like sometimes starts you backwards.
I didn't know it would start you backwards.
Yeah. Where
Wait,
it's like,
wait, which rides start backwards?
it like wouldn't orient the VR correctly sometimes. So
Oh.
it would like have you backwards, and these kids were like, "I only see darkness," and I'm like, I feel that.
Welcome to death, kid. That's your introduction.
Welcome to adulthood.
Welcome to adulthood.
Welcome to Zapzone.
Welcome to
Welcome to adulthood, sponsored by the Blue Man Group.
I did see the Blue Man Group in Vegas once. Little
Nice.
side.
Were they still blue?
Oh yeah, they were blue. They were cool. The Blue Men were cool.
Nice.
But anyway,
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It's a to kind of wrap things up because I feel like we're getting there. It's a weirdly frustrating movie because I don't think it had to be this bad. Like there's elements of it that I think really shine. We've talked about the animation a lot. I still really like a lot of the animated sequences in the movie. All the characters are very expressive. There's a lot of great squash and stretch. It's the frame rate's wonderful. It still animation wise holds up really well.
Yep.
Oh,
which-
definitely.
Which is a massive shame because, you know, I wish it was on a better script. But the characters, they're rushed in terms of their arcs, and we feel like we don't get enough of them. The villain kind of... And also, one quick thing about the villain that I kept forgetting to mention before we go. His whole reasoning doesn't make any sense to me. Like, his whole thing is like, when I was a farmhand for all these farms, they never respected me or my yodeling. But it's like, your yodeling hypnotizes cows. Wouldn't that make you more
Your yodeling
respected?
sucks.
No, it's like, literally, it exclusively benefits them. It hypnotizes the cows. That would be good. There's no drawback. It's not like he hypnotizes humans to be bad too, and that's why they didn't like him. No, it's like, it only works on the cows? Cool. Why would they not like him? He's like, he looks like what?
They stole that from South Park.
Yeah.
They stole
What
that.
episode?
They stole that from South Park. Because in
What
South
episode?
Park, it was in season 1. So we're talking.
Oh, so that timeline wise, that actually might make sense.
1997, 1998. There's that scene where the cows get this like ability to take over people's minds.
Oh,
It's like a little gag. It's not the whole episode, but it is like a running thing throughout the whole episode. And then,
I think I know what you're talking about, Aaron.
To like mess with Officer Barbrady, and they make him sing I want to sing about the Muna and the Juna and the swing I love to sing. It's at the very tail end of that episode. It's like the same thing. They totally stole that. Except it's in reverse. But
I don't know. That part of it always bugged me. I don't know.
it's
Just
kinda weird. I was just thinking about that.
That's a weird movie. But I don't know.
Yeah, that
Home on the Range.
that sums it up.
Home
on the Glock.
That's all. That is no. But that's all I got on Home on the Range, man. 5 out of 10. Worse than Bolt.
Worse than Bold. Okay.
Worse than Bolt.
No.
Bolt at least didn't make me depressed.
Bolt made me
It just
depressed,
made me-
so I personally preferred this to Bolt.
Bolt made me rethink my life
Bolt-
choices.
Bolt just made me want to turn on the Lions, which honestly is just so fair.
Yep. Something I actually did the other day.
Yeah.
turn off Bolt to turn on the Lions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was on the TV. I was working, and they just happened to be on, and so I clicked it on.
You're kidding.
Yeah,
You're
no, I'm
kidding.
serious. It was actually on, and I clicked it back over.
There's no way you have turned off the same movie twice in your life to watch the Detroit Lions within a couple of years. That's nuts.
Yep. It's amazing how.
Oh my
I
god.
had a nickel for every time I turned on Bolt.
Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Oh my god. But yeah, that's all we got, gang. So, in the time honored tradition, what's happening next week? We don't know. We'll figure that out and we'll get back to you. But
It's a surprise.
In terms of what can you do, well, now that we're back, we're obviously going to tell y'all that we're back. But in case there's people in your life who haven't had the privilege of listening to us lately, yap. Tell your friends, tell your souls. We'll have a nice little end card with all that information coming up soon. But with all that said, thank you guys so much for coming back. We know we've been gone for a while, but we do plan on making this return worth your while. We're super hyped and super excited. And honestly, I thought this episode went pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
So
I think so too.
So we're going to get on out of here. Aaron will edit a nice little end card of all the places you can find us with our new name and all that new stuff.
That's right.
Check
By the
out
way,
our
we have a
YouTube.
new name. If you haven't heard
Oh,
it.
yeah.
We haven't said it yet, but the revolving door of pop culture. You know,
Yeah.
why not?
Invincible
It feels more
title
fit.
card.
It feels more fitting. But with that said, check out our YouTube channel for gameplay videos and other extras. Like our shorts, share our stuff. That's all I got. See y'all later.
Yeah, I've been Shane Sygiel. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you all again soon.
Oh, I'm Charlie, by the way.
I'm Brice Guskovict. Bye.
And I'm Aaron Gresser. Mine's going to be a little bit longer. Make sure you check out the backlog of episodes that I definitely waited a while to edit, and a while being a few months. And so, yeah, worked really hard on them. And it's the last hurrah of the old format before we kick into the new era, the revolving door of pop culture.
We got a lot of old content too to work.
Something tells me this new era is going to be the best one.
Oh,
Who's
yeah.
to say?
It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't
Just
wait
like
to see
Doom.
ya. So make sure you subscribe, follow us, and stay tuned for more antics in the new era of the podcast, the revolving door of pop culture. So we'll see y'all next time. For now, take care. Thanks for listening to the Revolving Door of Pop Culture. Find us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to share us around, and thanks for entering the Revolving Door.
Maybe they just didn't like your singing.
My singing? Songbirds sing. Saloon gals sing. Little bitty snot-nosed children sing. I yodel, and yodeling is an art!